Hi world, it's me Renee. I look completely different now because my hair is done. The first time I spoke with you all, I basically had my hair tied up, and I just wanted to get back on the air and really practice um, on film and localizing my thoughts and opinions as a young African American woman working her way up in the world. For those who don't know me, my name is Renee, and I'm basically on YouTube to kind of talk about different topics that interest me. So the main things you'll hear me talk about is my battle with bipolar disorder, anxiety, and depression. I currently take medication for that. You'll also hear me talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you'll also hear me talk about um, me beginning to give dating advice because I feel like I'll be very successful at providing this kind of information for the ladies out there who's wanting to get married. You might say, so what makes you think you should give me dating advice? Well, I'll tell you why. I started dating when I was 16 years old, when I was a senior in high school. I've had a total of 4 serious relationships. Out of all of those 4 relationships, I've been engaged and I married one time. I'm now divorced. The marriage ended on my terms because I felt like he wasn't the right person that I should be spending my life with. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to focus on me. So I'm currently at the University of Alabama in Birmingham, majoring in psychology. My minor is theater. My ultimate goal is to go to law school. And I'm currently a manager for a tax office since it's tax season. And I'm also a modeling and acting instructor for Barbizon. I've worked in makeup artistry for Lancome Cosmetics as a freelance makeup artist and as a beauty advisor at a counter. I've also attended fashion school on scholarship, the Academy of Art University. So I consider myself a well-rounded person, and I hope some of this advice that I give you can really help you in life, you know. Maybe you'll take it, maybe you'll find it funny, I don't know. I can be funny at times. But today, I'm not talking about any of the other things I want to discuss, but just focusing on dating. I've decided to become a dating expert, someone you can seek when you feel like you need advice or help with getting the man you want and getting him to fall in love with you, getting that ring on your finger, and ultimately walking down the aisle. From my experience, the key to getting a man and keeping his attention, especially if it's the man you want, is to be fun, to be outgoing, to be the life of his party. You don't want to necessarily be the life of the party when you go out, but whenever I would get with the man I was with, I would, rock his world. I would have fun. I would tell jokes, laughing, smiling, bubbly. And the key to that is you don't want to pretend to be happy when you're not. If you're not happy in your life, personally, don't expect a relationship to make you happy. True happiness comes from within. And what I've learned is that men like to be around happy women because ultimately when men do choose to be with you, they want to be with you because you make them happy. So if you know you kind of depressed and mopey and kind of like, oh, woe is me, no man is not going to want to hear your sob stories. He may hear it enough to get in your drawers or get in your panties, but that's not what guys are looking for. So basically, first step here is ensuring that you're in a good place. So when you're with him, you're laughing, like putting a smile on his face, telling jokes, just being yourself, fun, upbeat, and bubbly. Two. Two, I would suggest is that you always look amazing when you see him. Always look amazing 95% of the time. But you want to have that downtime look where you just simply have on a nice little t-shirt, some shorts with your hair pulled back or up, where he simply sees your natural beauty. Because men, I really don't wear a lot of makeup. I use Proactive skincare system. Been using it since I was 16, and it keeps my skin clear and luscious. But of course, when you put makeup on, you want to do it very classy, and the less makeup, the better. I have a lot of guy friends most of my friends are guys, and they tell me the inside dirt. Like, I don't like women who wear a lot of makeup. Why do women put those fake lashes on and look so tacky and ghetto? Some of them are hanging down and in their eye. So the key is to always look great majority of the time you see him, but you also want him to see you in a natural state. Because men are stupid. Men know that you wear makeup and they really want to see your real hair. They want to see you without makeup. So expose that side of yourself to him. I'm a glam girl. I love my nails. I like lashes sometimes, but now that I'm becoming more sophisticated and attuned to what more upper class men who are successful like, they don't like a lot of fake. They don't like a lot of fakeness when it comes to your appearance. And if you do wear a weave, like I have Brazilian in now because I cut my hair short recently, and I got tired of waking up in the morning and fixing it. So I put the Brazilian in, and it's a natural length. It's a 16, 12, and 16, 14, and 12. And you see, I'm not sure if you can see the whole picture, but it's just very naturally styled, and you know, and I was just in Atlanta a few minutes ago, and I met this wonderful gentleman, uh, successful, worked in the entertainment industry. I was up there auditioning for a TV host show. I got a call back, so I have to go up there again on the 17th. But he's the producer of the show, and of course, producers try to holler at every girl. But my point is, it was a lot of other girls in the room, but she showed more attention to me because of the way I was dressed. I was dressed very sophisticated, conservative, but sexy. So if you're gonna show leg, my dress was calf length, so but it was very fitted. So you don't want to dress hoochie, That's what women need to realize, and what my guy friends tell me. If a girl dresses like a slut, of course the guy is going to perceive her as a slut. So if you're walking around here with shorts up your butt and dresses up your butt and with your boobs and everything else hanging out, what makes you think a man is going to approach you and take you seriously? You're basically giving yourself the representation to the world is, I'm available, I'm easy, and I'm free. And you're giving that image of yourself because you're openly exposing yourself. You're not keeping anything from the eye. You're just having it all hanging out for the world to see. And men don't like that when it comes down to them committing to women. So back to the guy, very nice guy. Um, he's older and he's successful. He has a son that's about to go to the Olympics. So I'll let you know how that goes. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but the older I'm getting kind of like a wine. I'm getting like a fine wine. I'm getting better with time. That's what I want to say. So point two, basically, dress for the man you want to attract. Like I want to attract men who are classy, successful, down to earth. So I dress sophisticated. I dress with class. I also drive a Mercedes. So also with that, image is everything. You may not think image is a lot, but image is everything. So you have to put out what you want to attract. And I'm a very independent, hardworking woman. I believe you have to go after the things you want in life because that's really, I'm trying to fix my hair, piece sticking out. That's really the only way to true happiness. So step one, Rockets World, be happy, be positive. Two, dress sophisticated. Dress like the man you want on track. If you want a dope boy, wear the tight clothes, skimpy clothes. If you want an intelligent man, dress intelligent, and don't be fake. The key is to be true to who you are. And yes, I'm saying dress a certain way, but how I dress is because I want to dress that way. Clothes is truly an extension of who you are. It shows. This is driving me crazy. This piece of hair back here. Sorry. I'm just very OCD. When something bothers me, it drives me crazy. Okay. Don't be fake. If you're not in that mindset of sophistication, dress the way you want to dress. But what I'm stressing to you is the key is to dress for the kind of man you want to attract. Alrighty? Step three, mindset. This is so important. Mindset is so important. And before now, when I was younger, early 20s, I would, you know, break up with one guy and jump right into the next relationship. That's not healthy. That's not good. I feel after every time you go through a breakup in a relationship that you considered serious, you need to really take some time for yourself to heal, to think about what went wrong, to think about what you did right, what you did wrong, what he did right, what he did wrong, whose fault was it? Really take some time for yourself. And I had to learn that. I used to always ask myself, what do people mean when they say take some time for yourself? I mean, because I was a go, 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 traveling here, Florida, Atlanta, Tennessee. I'm a Southern girl, so just traveling everywhere, meeting different people, pursuing my dreams and modeling and acting. And I really had to learn that when you take time for yourself, you're basically giving yourself time to breathe and to heal. And that's very important in life. It may not seem like it is, but it is. Okay? And before you really get out there and start dating, you have to have your mind right. You have to say, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to look nice and presentable, whether I'm going to the store or to the gas station or wherever. Because, I learned this myself that when you look good, you get more attention versus when you're looking frumpy, hair not done, nails not done, toes not done, your clothes are not current or up to date, they're wrinkled, you're not really going to get the attention. And men are very visual creatures. So if you can initially attract them by how you look and they approach you, you got it from there. You can reel them on in. And that brings me to my next point. And I had to learn this the hard way. I still consider this guy the love of my life. We still stay in touch, but I pursued him. He didn't pursue me. And I had to learn, ultimately, it was a hard lesson because I'm very aggressive. I don't want to say I'm dominant. I used to be very dominant back in the day, but now that I'm getting older, I realize that men are supposed to be the dominant ones. Men find their wives, like the Bible says. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. It doesn't say when a woman finds a husband, she finds a good thing. No. The Bible says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So that basically tells me, because my spiritual life is so important to me right now, that's the reason why I'm here, because I've been through a lot. It may not seem like it, but I have. But more about that later. Um, so let the man approach you. Let the man pursue you. Let the man call you. Let the man ask you out. Let the man, over time you kick in there and start doing things when you see he's investing in you. But ultimately, you don't want to be the one pursuing him. Because if you are, that's what I learned, making you look like you're desperate. Truly, a woman is supposed to be pursued by the man. And if you're, you know, out there pursuing him, it's showing you desperate. It's kind of like you don't want to chase after a guy. The man is supposed to chase after you. So that's my next point. Cooking and cleaning. Now, when I was younger, I was very against cooking and cleaning. Every guy I dated, for the most part, did all that for me. And to a certain extent, that relates back to the book I read. I'm sure you've heard about it. Men love bitches. Okay? And I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit of a bee when I get in a relationship because I take my heart seriously, I take my time seriously, and I never want a man to feel like he has me. Like, oh, I got her. She's here to stay. No. You should always make a man feel like, you know what, I'm here because I want to be, not because you have me. And trust me, when I see you slipping up, I'm going to probably try to correct you, and if I don't see any changes, I'm peacing out. Because I'm hot, I'm confident, I have my own, and I don't need a man. I want a man, okay? So I forgot what point I was focusing on, but I guess I'll focus on being a bee in a relationship, then focus on the cooking and cleaning. Being a bee in a relationship means that you don't take any crap. If your man, I've never had these problems, you know, but if I see a man doing anything I don't like, I let him know then, because my pet peeve is the phone. Like when I call you, and if we're exclusive or talking on a serious level, you need to call me back immediately or answer the phone. Unless you're at work, I understand. If you're at work, understandable. But if I know you're not at work, if you're out with your homeboys or something, you need to be answering that phone when I call you because it's gonna make me feel suspicious. It's not because I'm insecure. It's called respect, and that's like the number one thing I demand. I'm not gonna ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do for you. Okay? So, phones may not be important for you. It may be he needs to, I don't know, take me to Jamaica 2 or 3 times a year. I don't know. So it's like if you have a problem with something, don't just sit there with your mouth shut. Do not just sit there with your mouth shut. Because guess what? If you don't correct him out the gate, he's going to keep doing it over and over and over again because he knows you're going to sit there and take it. And ultimately, men don't marry doormats. Men do not marry women they can walk all over. You know? If you like a man, like I like my man to be attentive to my needs. I like my man, if we're staying together, to come home to me after work, unless he has other plans and he lets me know. I know what I like. I know what I need. And if I feel like a man is not meeting my needs, I'm going to let him know I'm not appreciating what he's doing when it happens instead of waiting a few hours or a few days. No. You can be in church. If you did something I don't like, I'm going to let you know right then and there. It may not be loud. It'll be very churchly. But you would know in that moment, whatever you just did, I did not appreciate. So basically, when I say being a B in a relationship, what I'm saying is stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't just sit there and let a man walk all over you. And that's one thing the love of my life told me, because he likes women he can walk all over. And he knows I'm not like that. He was like, what, I like you because when I do something, you put me in my place. You just don't sit there and let it happen. That's right. And that's across the board. You can be rich, famous, NBA player, multi-billionaire. I don't care. I'm very vocal. Be vocal about when you're not happy with what a man is doing. Don't just take a back seat to a man. Yeah, men are supposed to be dominant, but you have to remember, God made woman from Adam's rib. So like preachers say in the Bible says, we're supposed to walk side by side. We're equals. You're supposed to protect me and love me, so forth and so forth. But just because you're in that role doesn't mean you're going to walk all over me and treat me like I'm a doormat. You know, cooking and cleaning. Next point. I clean. I clean, but I'm not a cooker. And depending on the kind of man that you have, if you're a woman who likes to cook, find a guy that likes to eat good home cooked meals. Um, in my past relationships, it was never really an issue, the cooking or cleaning. And, you know, as a woman to woman response, it's a 50 to 50 effort. If you all live together, you shouldn't be doing all the cooking. You shouldn't be doing all the cleaning. He shouldn't be doing all the cooking and cleaning. It has to be a team effort. Because what I learned in life and from being married is that when you're in a relationship with someone, you're a team, you know, and especially if you get married, you're going to have kids with this person. You're going to, start saving up for a nice house. You're going to start working on your credit together. If you have good credit, you're going to work on keeping each other's credit up. So everything takes teamwork. So with the cooking and cleaning thing, I'm not saying being a 1940s, 50s wife. If you like that, that's fine. Everything I'm stressing to you, I'm giving you the general basics. The general basics. And who you are, you tie into that. Who you are, you tie into that. You don't, just take my word verbatim. You just tie in who you are to what I'm saying. It's going on 20 minutes, and I'm so surprised I can talk for 20 minutes because I rarely talk. So this lets me know that I'm passionate about this. Um, my next point is if you're not ready to have kids, use birth control. Okay, sex. That's the topic I discussed real quickly. Sex. Depending on your morals and ethics and who you date, you may prefer to wait to have sex until you're married, which is ultimately the right thing to do. But me, I'm more of a modern woman. I enjoy sex, good sex. I just don't like sex. I like some good sex. I'm pretty good in the bed. So that's my next point. Text, before you commit to a man, before you take that final step and you all agreeing to be with each other, I say that you all have sex. Have sex because it will let you know what you're in for. I'm all about the size of a man's penis. Um, and if it's not fulfilling, I really can't see myself being committed to you. Because for me, sex is important. It's not at the top of the list. For me, it's compatibility. What things do we like to do that we have in common? Intellect, spiritual. Then I would put sex in the top five at least. It's not number one, number two, number three. It's in the top 4 or 5 or on down. But you know, true reality is sex plays an important role in relationships. Um, it's like the icing on the cake. If you all have a great relationship outside the bedroom, when you get to the bedroom, it should just be so hot, passionate, and just like, ugh, this person is everything to me, and it just takes my breath away. And so, with sex, you should have sex with a man based upon when you're ready, not when he's ready. And another one of my guy friends told me, he said, women fail to realize that they have control of the relationship. And when he told me, I was young then, about 20. I was like, what? He was like, women fail to realize they have control in a relationship. So I'm older now. I'm like, you know what? He's right. We do have control. We do. If we like the man, we say yes, we want to go out with him. If we want to go out with him again, we say yes when he's pursuing you. If a man truly likes you and respects you, and if you tell him no, you're not ready for sex, he'll wait. So the key is to do things on your own terms. Do things on your own terms. Do it when you're ready. And when you do get a man who you want to be with, who you love with all your heart, girl, you give him the best loving ever. Your loving should get better and better in time in the bedroom. Okay? If you're not, if you're with the same person, it should get better and better in the bedroom. And wear him out, oral sex, all that. But everything is on your own terms. I'm just speaking from my opinion. So basically, when you get a guy and you're all together, you trust him, he's been faithful to you, loving, why not give him the best sex? Why not make him just think about getting back to you to enjoy that again? But of course, he has to work for it. Okay, you just can't be all willy nilly every day getting it. You gotta let a man, in my opinion, take a break from it. Of course, in the beginning of a relationship, you're gonna be bang, 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 bang. But in time, passion cools. It tempers, and that's when those other things come into play. Now, this is my personal opinion. Okay, with this next tip. Right before I began dating a guy, I asked him his zodiac sign, and I look it up. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo woman. And so, say for instance, I'm dating a Libra man. I would type in Libra man and Leo woman, and I've dated Libras. And when I read it before I started taking this guy seriously, it had it down to the T. It was like, you all are going to have a good friendship. You all are better friends than lovers, and all this stuff. So do that if you're a Scorpio woman and you're about to start dating a Taurus man. Type in Google, my favorite thing, Google Scorpio woman with Taurus man. And it gives you kind of a heads up of what to expect. Some of it may not be true. Some of it will be from my personal experience. Most of it has been true. Okay? So ladies, I'm going to wrap up this session for today. I'm probably about to record something else different in a few minutes. But hopefully you find these words intriguing and fun. And I'm beginning my journey as a dating expert, providing world-class knowledge to ladies out there who want to ultimately get married. And you have to understand, to get married to a man, it takes a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Even though most of my engagements happen within less than 6 months. Okay. So you're talking to the right one who can really get you down that aisle if that's what you're seeking in a relationship. But you have to be ready for marriage. You can't be that girl out there playing games, using guys for money, strictly. You really have to be in that mindset and overall in your life ready to commit to be with somebody who loves you. Now, finding a man is a different story. The kids, that's a whole different story. So you all have a great day, and thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.